Hi everyone, Dr. Suneel Dhand, internal medicine physician. Welcome to another video. One of the reasons why I'm very excited about RFK's appointment as Health and Human Services Secretary, assuming that the nomination goes through, is that RFK is talking about all of the right things, things that haven't been talked about for decades, and I'm sure if there was somebody different in charge, they still wouldn't be talked about. One of the issues that RFK focuses on is the issue of food dyes, which are banned in many other countries, including in Europe. Many states within the United States have started to ban them. They've been linked to illnesses, including ADHD in children. And there is a big movement in the online community to take food dyes out of many food products in the United States, including many products from big companies like Kellogg's. Fruit Loops comes to mind. Now, while I do think that this is all fantastic, and I'm a big proponent of the truth that big changes come from small changes, one at a time, the needle starts to move in the right direction slowly. I still do think that the focus on food dyes might be a bit misplaced in terms of some people seem to be thinking that removing food dyes is going to change the situation with the metabolic health catastrophe. So while it is a step in the right direction, I'm going to go as far to say as I don't think that even if food dyes were removed, as harmful and as bad as they are, even if they were removed, I don't think it would move the needle that much on the metabolic health catastrophe that the United States and other Western countries face. And I'm going to explain why, but firstly, I want to focus on a recent article talking about a potential upcoming ban. So here we have the article: FDA may outlaw food dyes within weeks. Bombshell move would affect candy, soda, and cakes, revolutionize American diets. And it talks about this potential ban, including dyes like Red 3, which is in lots of different products currently. It's legal in the United States, not legal in many other countries. The article itself does state that RFK is a major reason for this, his upcoming influence in United States dietary policy. And there's a section here at the bottom. Some studies have shown the potential harms posed by food dyes, such as ill effects on gut health and behavioral issues. Researchers have also found evidence that Red 3 causes cancer in animals. So this is a step in the right direction. I'm very pleased that this might be about to happen. Nevertheless, we should maintain a sense of perspective. When they talk about revolutionizing the American diet, the truth is that the food with food dyes, most of the foods, candies, cereals, sodas, etc., are complete crap, for want of a better word. Pardon my French. You take food dyes out, and what are they? They are still crap. Let's be realistic about this. Yes, we can take food dyes out, but we mustn't lose focus on the real reasons behind the metabolic health catastrophe. Namely, ridiculous amounts of sugars in foods, people consuming way more carbohydrates than they should, and at a fundamental level, we can't escape the law of thermodynamics. Most Americans are consuming way more calories than they need, and they're not burning off enough calories. People, including children, are way more sedentary than they were a few decades ago. So those are the real reasons for the metabolic health catastrophe, whether we're talking about soaring rates of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, other inflammatory illnesses. Those are the main reasons why. And it is very important that we keep talking about those issues, because the food dyes removed from those products will not mean that they are healthy. They are still crap, and I would certainly advise avoiding cereals. Oh my goodness, eating cereals first thing in the morning. I haven't done that for years. I think it's a really bad idea to eat cereals early in the morning. Most of them are very sugary, but sodas, candies, etc., maybe have it as a very occasional treat, but it's never going to be good. And it's so interesting because we knew this a few decades ago in the 80s and 90s. By the way, I think the 90s, unless we have some sort of renaissance, were the complete heyday, probably, of Western civilization. We knew things like that. People would be called out if they were eating ridiculous amounts of food. Society had the right standards for people in general. We don't want to encourage people to do the wrong things or adopt negative behaviors that would affect their health and lead to them gaining weight and getting sick. Things were much more honest back then in the 80s and 90s, and that's evident by looking at photos and watching old movies. Society had better standards back then. Something very weird has happened, particularly in the last decade, and it's no surprise if I can talk about wokeism again. If you look at a line of the rise of wokeism and people in general getting more and more sick, both physically and mentally. The two correlate. Because the truth is that humans need to be told the truth. They need to be told when they are consuming food which is crap. They need to be told when things are going the wrong way with their health. It is not offensive to tell somebody that they're gaining excess body fat and it's very bad for them. We have to get back to basics that we really knew a few decades ago. Again, go back and watch old TV shows from the 80s and 90s. Things were much more common sense back then, and we need to get back to that. So yes, banning food dyes is a step in the right direction, but we mustn't forget the basic common sense fundamentals of what is a good diet and how people cannot escape the law of thermodynamics. You cannot consistently be consuming way more calories than you put out. Thanks everyone for watching. Dr. Suneel Dhand. Do leave a comment down below. Check the links in the description below for my website and my other work. Hit the like button if you like this video and the subscribe button for more similar videos in the future. We will speak again very soon.